Hello everyone, this is Snowbird Bob back again with you today. Today is Tuesday, October the 7th, 2025, and what we're going to be talking about this evening is the upcoming cool front that's going to bring temperatures down to average, more seasonable levels, and even a little bit chilly at nights as we head into Wednesday night, Thursday night, and Friday night, where we could see widespread 40s and 50s, mainly east of Oklahoma and central Texas. Now, parts of eastern Texas, eastern Oklahoma, will get to see some cooler air. And there will be some lower humidity work into places like Oklahoma City, into western Texas, parts of western Texas and western Oklahoma. But the cool, really cool, drier air is going to be more from around Arkansas, Missouri, Louisiana, all the way out to Georgia and the Carolinas here and the Ohio Valley here. What we're going to do is take it out here. We're going to look into tonight's lows. You can see that cool front really starts making into the area tonight. As you can see that parts of the area will start to drop off into the 50s across northern Arkansas and to northeastern Oklahoma and parts of Kentucky, even some 40s, as you can see, for much of the state of Missouri and to Illinois, Indiana, and Ohio. And some of this cooler air is going to be working its way all the way down into portions of Louisiana, central and southern Mississippi, and Alabama and Georgia. But it may take until tomorrow night and Thursday before y'all really see some cool air. We can take it out and look at the daytime high temperatures tomorrow. As you can see that much cooler conditions, lower humidity. We're talking about highs only into the mid 70s now for much of Missouri, Illinois, central, mainly into northern Arkansas, into the Tennessee area. We was into the 80s, well up into the 80s, and even some lower 90s. So this is going to be a welcome sight for most of us out there. And I know a lot of y'all down here in Louisiana across the I-20 corridor, from northeast Texas across Shreveport, Monroe, Jackson, y'all still up into the upper 80s to lower 90s. But as we can take it into tomorrow night, the cool air is going to make an even further push south. As you can see here, this is into tomorrow night to Thursday morning. See, temperatures going to be pushing all the way down in the 50s into southern Arkansas, all the way down to almost the I-20 corridor across northern Louisiana and to central Mississippi and central Alabama, with some widespread 40s over across much of Tennessee, all the way up into southern Illinois, southern Indiana. Much of Kentucky is going to be in the lower 40s into the upper 40s across the western parts of the state. And as you can see, we even get cooler. We're going to take it out for daytime highs on, this is daytime highs on Thursday. You can see here, as I zoom it in a little bit, you can see a lot of these 80s and 90s is actually cooled down to the lower 80s and even upper 70s here. And this is also going to be accompanied with some drier air and lower humidity. So it may be only a 5 to 8 degrees, 10 degrees cooler, but the actual outside temperature, what it feels like, is going to feel much better, and especially when the evening sets in. But you can see we got some temperatures, high temperatures only in the mid 70s for central Arkansas, much of the state of Tennessee, even some 60s for highs as you take it across Kentucky into Ohio and much of the state of Indiana here. And I think the coolest night of this cool passage is going to be as we head into Thursday night and Friday morning. You can see we really get a good strong push of this cool air. Temperatures well down into the 50s, all the way down south of the I-20 corridor from Monroe. You got Monroe at 57 degrees, Shreveport around 55, or just to the north west of Shreveport 55. But you got 50s all across Arkansas, even upper 40s for say around Mountain Home, over toward Jonesboro. We got 51. Around Paragould, we got 49, 48 for West Plains. May see some pockets of upper 30s across southern Illinois here and southern Indiana as we head into Thursday night and Friday morning. But you can see this cool air pushes all the way into eastern Oklahoma, northeastern Texas, and it looks like that the return flow from the Gulf of Mexico is going to keep this area in Alabama and Mississippi a little bit on the warmer side. Now, y'all will be cooler, lows in the 60s and lower 60s, but not as cool as back here where the cool air really starts coming back and all the way down into northern Louisiana, northeastern Texas here. And then what we'll do is we'll walk it out here and take it up to high temperatures on Friday. You can see high temperatures on Friday is really going to be pretty comfortable across much of the whole region here, all the way down to southern Georgia, Alabama, Tennessee. Like I said, even in northern Louisiana, highs in the mid 80s, but the dew points and the humidity is going to be much lower. So basically, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and as you can see, as we get into Saturday, now Friday night and Saturday morning, you got really cool temperatures all the way down to North Georgia, the Carolinas here. Even at the higher elevations, the Appalachians, we could see lows in the upper 30s and lower 40s, all the way down to northern Georgia, across the Blue Ridge Mountains here, all the way up into West Virginia here, and then of course upper 30s and lower 40s all the way up to Pennsylvania here. Now the temperatures do start to warm up again as we head into Saturday afternoon, and especially we head into Sunday. As you can see here, unfortunately, we got temperatures warming back up all the way into the lower 90s again for northeast Texas, Louisiana, southern Arkansas, and even 80s and approaching 90 all the way up into to Missouri here. So a lot of this area is going to get a good 3 to 5 day cool down, and then we start to warm back up again as we head into late this weekend into early next week. This is Sunday afternoon. We'll take it all the way out into this is Monday, and you can see we got 80s again, unfortunately, all the way back up to Indiana, southern Illinois, much of the state of Missouri, and even 90s all across the I-20 corridor from Longview, Texas, Monroe, Jackson over to Birmingham, and Atlanta approaching 90 degrees. So we'll get a little bit of a cool down for the next 3 to 5 days. You know, we really need it out there, and we can really use it. We really hadn't seen much of a fall at all this year. It's just been warm all the way up to now, but there is some signs as we head out into past that October 15th to the 18th time frame. The GFS and Euro model has been hitting at some cooler, much cooler air as we head out that way, and we could see actually widespread lows in the 30s and 40s all the way down to the Gulf Coast areas here as we head into later on this month. But I'll just keep watching the data. Me and Jamie will keep watching out there for y'all, and we'll let y'all know if we see any consistency in the models. Right now, it's just you'll see one model run come in, have a big shot of cold air and below average temperatures, and then the next run will show above average temperatures. So, but we've been seeing some hints of it, so we'll definitely keep y'all informed out there. But it's just kind of fun getting this time of the year for some people, especially the people that likes winter weather and cool weather. We're starting to see those chances of snow show up, not so much for our area, but way up in the north and across the Rockies. It's really going to start getting, heating up with some accumulating snow over the next 30 to 45 days here. But we'll definitely get more busy, and I'll definitely do more videos as we get up into the later in the fall and the winter time. And a lot, like I said, a lot of our forecasts and our detailed information is going to be in the supporter hub like it is every year out there. So if y'all not a member out there, just sign up now. $4.99 a month. You can cancel at any time. We can be a lot more interactive in there. I can get to a lot more of y'all's questions because in the wintertime, we get so busy now. We got over 200,000 followers now. So there's no way that me or my partner can get to all y'all's questions. But in the supporter hub, we'll make it a point to try to get to everybody's because we usually don't have but around, 1,000 or maybe 2,000 supporters in there during the wintertime. So we can try to get to most of y'all's questions in the supporter hub out there. But anyway, that's all I have for y'all tonight. Y'all have a great evening, everyone, and let's try to enjoy these next 3 to 5 days of some much cooler temperatures, especially from Oklahoma and Texas eastward out to the Carolinas up in the Ohio Valley. Y'all have a great evening, everyone.